Closing out a model of car is no easy trick. You only need to check your local car dealership to see that a lot of last year's models get left behind in favor of the new year's model. Dealerships use the end of the calendar year as a time to liquidate as much stock as possible in order to clear space on their lots and avoid taxes on leftover inventory. Advertising becomes very aggressive, featuring reductions in prices, lower interest rates on financing, and bigger cashback incentives. While there are huge New Year's events to reduce inventory on cars, are there end-of-year events on New Year's auto loans? Unlike cars, auto loans are a service. Loans don't sit on the shelves gathering dust, and taxes don't become due on existing inventories. The lending business can be subject to changes in tax structures for the new year, and their impact on auto loans can be felt in more subtle ways. Bargain hunting for a New Year's auto loan is a matter of shopping from lender to lender, if you choose to seek your auto loan first and buy the car second. Auto loan specialists need to be competitive with dealership financing. The easy way to do this is to offer consistently lower interest rates than those of the dealership. This can be complicated by the financial services offered by manufacturers. Their lending arms target specific car models with very low interest financing and fairly loose standards as to who can qualify for one of their loans. As long as a particular model of car gets moved out of the inventories faster, they'll remain flexible in their lending practices. Manufacturer financing should not be confused with dealership financing. Most of the automakers have established loan businesses in order to exercise more control of what cars get sold faster. By offering substantial interest rate reductions on cars that don't sell as well as they ought to, they can boost traffic in these sales. The financial divisions of the manufacturers provide the backing for auto loans, acting, for all intents and purposes, as banks and financing their auto loans. Car dealerships act as an intermediary for a number of banks with which they routinely do business, of which the manufacturer's financial division will be just one lending institution. With dealership financing, you will pay a higher interest rate as the result of the dealer's finance manager working from a commission. The more expensive the auto loan, the more profit he or she can generate from selling the higher interest loan. In most cases, you might be willing to settle for this financing arrangement simply due to the convenience of being able to shop for the car and getting the financing in a single stop. But why pay the extra money if you don't have to? Getting your New Year's auto loan first is like putting money in your pocket. If you've been approved for financing, you've overcome two of the biggest obstacles in getting a car at a reasonable price. The first is you now have a budget for your vehicle purchase, hammered into stone. With a specific amount of money available to you for the purchase of your new car, you're less likely to stray beyond that amount. This helps to insulate you from the power of the sales pitch. Obstacle number 2. Dealership salespeople are trained professionals and can work wonders in throwing a car buyer off their budget. They are very careful in targeting your emotions in order to get you to buy a car with as little give on the sticker price as they can get away with. This sales push continues to the financing desk, where you're subjected to more pressures that not only increase your loan costs, but add options that you neither want or have ever heard of. With your loan approved up front, you can resist the hard sell from a position of strength. The end of the year brings intense sales pressure on dealerships to move cars off their lots, and this can push manufacturers to lower interest rates on financing to help their dealerships achieve sales numbers. While a profit is the main motivator in any business, dealerships know where to bend in order to keep stock moving through their doors. Lending specialists have to keep up in order to make their financing offers more attractive than those of car dealerships, as well as defeating that sense of convenience by going through the dealership. In the end, competition is your path to saving money, and your New Year's auto loan can turn last year's model into this year's best investment. Finding out who will make your New Year's auto loan hopes come true is not an easy task. It's one that requires as much in-depth research on the car as it does for your loan source. Federal Auto Loan can make finding New Year's auto loans an easier task by giving you access to a nationwide network of affiliate lender and dealer partners. Federal Auto Loan. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, all good.